The following is a fan-based discussion and is owned by Toei Inc. and Bandai. We claim no ownership to the shows we are discussing and is based on pure opinion. Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Tokucast Top 10 Show.
Woo! Popular demand, and that is something I've always wanted to say with this channel.
It's very true. Thank you all so much for your
comments, your feedback.
Yes, thank you all.
The massive amount of subscribers that we got. We got like 10 in a day, and I was like, what?
But thank you guys so much. It has been a wonderful experience, and
yes,
we are here with another top 10 for you, just like we promised last time.
Just like we promised last week, we are doing the top 10 Super Sentai Suits.
Yep.
Super Sentai costumes.
And just like the last episode, this is pure aesthetic, no abilities,
Yep.
no weapons. So if you think one suit's better because it can do something, again, you're wrong.
Because that's not what this list is about. But we're going to start things off with our honorable mentions. We each have two. And I'm going to start off with my first honorable mention, which is Ressha Sentai Toqger, which these two hate. The first time we saw these suits, we thought they looked like children's pajamas.
They still kind of do.
To you, yes. But the more I saw them in motion and the more I watched the show, I loved trains when I was a kid. They're one of my favorite things ever when I was a kid. So the rail crossing sash I really like. I like the numbers. I love the way the helmets all look like different trains. I like that it's mostly one solid color because color switching is part of their gimmick. Really, really like these suits. And my second honorable mention is Hurricaneger, which is my favorite of all the ninja themed sentais. Sanjo, shoot ninja time.
Which makes you wonder how we love the show so goddamn much, but it did not make the actual top 10.
It did not.
Yeah, it's true.
But,
But I do agree with you. They are very good suits. The reason it was not on mine, I'm trying to remember. I think it's just because of the same reason. Because I'm looking at the same reason with Tokucast, just too much of the one solid primary color.
I really like that though.
Yeah,
I'm a sucker for color, so I really like.
I like, but when you can combine, like with, I really hated Zuo of the World when they first announced, but when I saw it in motion, just the mixture of those colors works so well. So I think a mixture of colors can make something look better. But I'm about to become a huge. I also just realized I'm about to become a huge hypocrite. With my first honorable mention, which is Zuo Jure, which the main five are their
pajamas.
Yes, they're pajamas, but it's mainly the helmets for me. Just the way that they look and the way that they work with Red and how they could work with the others if they actually do that in the show.
Yeah.
Hit, assholes. Sorry. It's such a cool idea, and the world took that and ran with it and did so well. And just, I thought it was really, it takes that simple pajama look. Pajama. It just makes it work for me. It just makes it work for me. And since I first got introduced to Super Sentai because of Power Rangers, I always like to think, could I see this work as a Power Rangers? And that's why I came to my second honorable mention, which I could absolutely see as a Power Rangers, in which they did, despite how bad the show is. But the suits are still cool, despite your bias. Tenso Sentai Gokaiger. I thought these suits are amazing.
Now, what are you talking about with my bias? I don't like suits with lips. They just look weird to me. I don't like molded lips.
He's anti-lip.
Yeah.
Holding in the gay jokes. Moving on. But I think and it's weird to have that emblem, the giant emblem on the chest, but unlike with Abba Ranger and other, I think it just worked because then you can also see all three of the different emblems on their helmet, which I thought was clever. The I almost went into a territory we shouldn't go into. I just thought, as a team, that's really cool, and the fact that they have one of the only robot Six Rangers, and he still look cool. So I just thought and it was very Power Ranger-y in terms of looks, which appealed to me on a nostalgia level. That's why it made my top 10, and unfortunately did not make the main, but I will still keep it as an honorable mention despite your anti-lip fetish.
Anyway.
Is there such a thing as an anti-fetish?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it's called turn off.
Okay, fair enough.
For my honorable mentions, my first one is Gokaiger. I love solid suits. And this one
was number one on his list.
It's number one on my list.
I fought tooth and nail to keep it off the main one.
I love the Gokaiger suits.
I don't like the Gokaiger suits.
I like the way that it is very, it's a solid color, but each one is very different. Each one ends up having the symbol of them on their forehead. I just love how everything ends up looking very, very smooth for these suits themselves. And I just love the Kaku Ranger suits. I think they're the best ninja suits. Of course, I mean, we've only had 3, but one of them was, awful. But other than that, I just...
He's referring to Ninja.
It's bad. But I love the Kaku Ranger
I prefer
suits.
the ninja suits, honestly.
They're just one of my favorites.
Over Kaku Ranger, yeah.
They're too complex.
One of my seconds is Jetman.
I will agree with Jetman.
Love the Jetman suits. It's just like they're the perfect balance of 1, their color, 2, just having the different birds in their helmets.
Yeah.
And
Jetman I really like too.
One thing that, even though we're not really doing this for like weapons or anything, this is actually part of the suits, the wings. They do have.
Oh no, that counts as part of the suit.
Yeah, it's part of their suit. I love the fact that they can legitimately fly.
What are the different birds again? Because I know there's.
It's a swan, an owl, falcon,
condor,
a condor, and a swallow.
Yep,
it's Gatchaman.
Yeah, it's literally Gatchaman.
I don't watch Gatchaman.
But yeah, it's just, I love the Jetman suits. I love the fact that they can fly. If you've
Birds
seen
were popular back then.
the 199 Great
so.
Hero movie, they do end up flying at the very beginning of that during the big battle.
Oh yeah,
just a great suit, and I can't wait.
That's another reason why I like the Zuo Jure suit so much with red, because he has the wings, and yes, it's CGI and not practical effects, but it's still the same. Yeah, the same feel of amazing. And
I'm very happy that we're doing this show in a month.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I can't wait to sort of geek out over the suits a little bit.
This was the first Sentai you ever introduced me to, was Jetman.
Yep. You never turned back.
No, I kind of was iffy, and then you showed me Gokaiger, and then I never turned back.
Oh, yeah, but getting into the main list.
All right, top
Kicking
10.
it off with number 10, Bokenger.
Bokenger. Start up! Which these are I like these suits. It's another one where the giant emblem in the chest just works.
Yeah, it really does.
And the only reason it really didn't make my list was the chrome shoulders.
That was actually fine.
They never bothered me.
Yeah, it just seemed a bit off.
I really like them. I love the way the helmets look.
The visors are probably the best.
The visors are really cool.
And one of the coolest Six Rangers.
It's true.
Yes.
He looked amazing.
I like the crest on the head. The blue, orange, black, silver. It's a really nice balance of color.
It is.
Everything about those suits just is it doesn't glare you in the face like some of the older Sentai end up doing. It's just like this one just looks pretty perfect throughout the entire.
I'm both in black.
Anyway,
he needs a dentist.
That's accurate. That suit.
Still.
Moving on to number 9, we have Go-Go 5.
And this is one of those suits where the simplicity works in it.
Yeah. Even though they're sponsored by the Umbrella Corporation, they still do look very good.
I was also going to say circus tents.
Yeah. But I like the way...
But I still really like them.
That it's just like, you can tell this is a rescue-themed Sentai.
Why do I put up with him?
They do look like a rescue-themed Sentai.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
I love the different symbols that the visors get. They all look different, like red as a shield and triangles and whatnot.
And it just, I can't even begin. The actual logo on the belt. Though the only thing that's off about it for me is that the random gold on the belt and the trims of the gloves and boots.
That actually looks fine to me. I didn't really, because I felt like it worked in the actual suit. If it was just like something a little bit bigger or brighter, it wouldn't be having a problem.
I think just with the fact that it's gold, I think if it was silver, it would have looked better.
But I mean, that could also end up going like you said, reds is a badge. So the gold badge.
Fair enough, but that's for him. But then it does it.
I mean, we don't really know what all the rest of the other ones, if they are anything.
Well, they're all firemen. But.
Yeah, it's just like the actual symbols on the helmets. Yeah. But other than that, I think the Go-Go 5
they're all something because yellows is just kind of a square.
It's true.
But
they all look great.
Number 9 and number 8, the only I would say pre-1990s
suit that we have on here
is Mega Ranger.
Nope.
Masked Man is
Masked Man. I'm an idiot. Sorry.
It's all right. Masked Man is. I said pre-1990s.
Well, I forgot to put that on. I forgot to put that on my images.
Masked Man. It's fine. Masked Man. Number 8, which we just reviewed.
Yeah. And
I put it on there twice.
I'll go ahead and put that link in the description below. But I love the suits. The suits are very good. You can tell they're martial arts themed and everything about them.
Visors look cool. I don't even mind the random 5 on their chest. That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Well, we mentioned this in the review that they were originally going to be 5-man. That got changed, but they kept the 5 on there. But I don't care because it works.
It's one of those situations where having just the primary color, it works because they have enough.
There's just enough white on there to really
trim
make it
to make it blend.
It's
These
not
suits
like
are so awesome.
It's not like it's overtaking the suit, like some of the other Sentai. Like even though you have it on your honorable mention, the Gokaiger suits do have a lot of white.
Yes, but
it's all on the pants.
It's all from the waist down because then the waist up. But it works for me.
Although I can say the same thing about mine because the Jetman suits have a lot of white in them as well.
Yeah, but with the Gokaiger suits, it just kind of separated it, in my opinion.
Maskman was a great set of suits. I love the Maskman suits. They're some of my favorite ones. I mean, I didn't put Changeman and Flashman was on my personal list, but I didn't put it as honorable mention. But it's just like with those 3, those are very good years of having these suits. They were very good. Number 7. Geki Ranger.
Geki.
Now, we're talking about the base forms here.
Yes. No power up forms.
Not the super form.
That will be another list for another day.
Yeah, that'd be a big one.
But, the Geki, especially since that only applies to the 3 of them, so we're talking about the whole team here. 6.
Yes.
So Geki Violet and
Geki Chopper
included. Which, with them, they took martial arts themes and made it great working with the animal. I just love those suits. I like them.
The suits themselves remind me of Bruce Lee.
That's exactly what I was thinking of. I mean, you look at Red, and he's posing with that nunchuck, and he's just, like he's ready to go get some.
It's also great that this was also the first Sentai to introduce Violet as a ranger.
Yep,
and it really worked. And he had Muay Thai, which is awesome. The only thing I didn't like about Geki Chopper was those, I think he had those black shoulder pads that actually were solid, not spandex, if I remember correctly. But it was fine for his look. Just overall, I might be losing my mind. I don't know, but overall, these suits look great.
Yeah, they do, and I'm happy they did make that list, even though they weren't on my personal list. The Geki Ranger suits are very good.
He's awful. He's an awful person.
I'm not, but they are very, very good suits.
Still
I really like them.
Number 6.
Sorry I spoiled this earlier, but Mega Ranger.
Mega.
We like openings.
We do. We'll do a top 10 openings at some point as well.
At some point.
But these suits look great.
Yes. They're very... I mean, they're sort of solid, but I like the fact that they have, at least for the main team, they have the colors of the team in the actual suit.
And the visors look cool because it's one of those moments where the visors all look the same, but they have the extra visor on the head that is all different. And it just works for me.
I love the Mega Ranger suits. It's just
And this is one of the few instances where the Silver Ranger I was okay with because
it's the first one.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, this is Mega Silver looks great. Mega Red, Black, Blue, Yellow, and Pink. They all just look very good. They look like, and I feel like we don't end up getting this with all of the Sentai, but they look like a legit team.
Yeah, because all of the suits look so similar.
Yeah, that really does end up helping it. And when we get to that review, I can't wait. We have months to get to it, but yeah, it's going to be a great one.
Well, we're finally getting to the modern ones.
Yeah.
Number 5.
Deca Ranger.
1. Okay, I'll stop. Deca Ranger. He does not really agree with us on this. We love the Deca Rangers.
I think they are okay. I really like the helmets. I love the helmets.
The helmets are great.
The suits remind me of packs of 5 Gum. I cannot look at them without thinking of 5 Gum. I'm sorry.
I just think that's one of the more interesting ways to incorporate the number into the suit.
Yeah,
it is an interesting,
especially because in this case, they are like a team and they do have a chain of command.
Yeah, they have a chain of command. So, and
it works. I am fine with it. It's just something I have a hard time unseeing.
Is it better with Omega because it's a Roman numeral?
Yes, because it is a Roman numeral.
It's so we have Omega, we have Shadow. Or I guess Deca Master.
Yeah.
In this case, I love that 100. His suit I think looks the best out of all of them.
God,
yes.
Yeah, Deca Master looks great. Deca Swan. Looks pretty good. Deca Gold for the 5 seconds that she existed.
It was Gold. I thought she was Nova. Or was that Power Ranger?
Nova was also that. I can't remember exactly what her Deca Bright.
Deca Bright, that was it.
Yeah, Deca Bright looks pretty great. I think all of the suits, I think the only thing, Deca Bright looks extremely alien, especially in the helmet.
Yeah, but she might be, because that's kind of the...
Yeah, but
That's kind of the point.
it looks... I love the Deca Ranger suits. I think they're one of the best suits that we've had.
And it was just one of the most fun we ever had with an opening.
It's true. When we get to that top 10 opening one, it's going to be probably one of the most...
There's going to be a lot of singing.
There is, and I can't wait.
Number 4.
Go Busters.
Here's that differentiation from the norm, because this is our first and so far only one that has pleather suits.
Or not spandex.
Yeah. I love the Go Busters suits.
I freaking love these ones. They're so cool.
Great.
My only reason that they weren't on my list was silver. Mainly silver.
Not gold?
Gold I can be okay with because the colors kind of worked. I don't know how I felt about silver with the light blue. It looks good, I just don't think it looked good for Go Busters.
Yeah, it's true. I did really like their suits. I think they just looked amazing. Especially because this is the first time that we have legitimately gotten something different.
Oh, yes. Yeah, and it worked so well.
And that it just made it perfect, at least for me. Mm-hmm. I especially, we're not really going to talk about the show, but like a lot of the things they did in the show that really incorporates the suits themselves.
Oh yeah, like with
the fighting scenes and
everything like just the functionality of the suits where it's no longer we just pull our weapons out of nowhere.
The fights in
transport.
And the fights in Go Busters were some of the best.
Yeah, and we will get there.
We will get there.
But we're into the top 3 now, and we're starting off with one suit Marcus does not like so much.
I don't like him.
Kyoryuger.
Zuden Sentai. Kyoryuger.
I just don't like them.
I love these suits.
I love them so much.
What is your issue with these suits? Is it the sash?
It's a lot of things. It's just like it felt too busy. They had the scales on the arms, like the main part of the suit, the sash. It felt like it was way too much, and I didn't like how at least for the visors, they're all black. I just didn't like it.
I love that it's got this intimidating factor because all you see is the mouth of the dinosaur they're intimidating, which they incorporate into the show with their henching sequences.
Yes.
So it really just worked for me. And with the scales, I like that different. They want to stay red, but they can. It's one of the few times where they just change the shade of it instead. And the scales look cool because they are still lizards, and it just incorporates. I can understand your issue with the sash. But it's incorporating the logo.
The sash really worked for me.
Yeah, it incorporates the logo into the suit in a way we've never really seen before.
Well, at least not having it on the belt.
Not having it on the belt, well, they kind of do. But also making it into a shoulder guard at some point, which then they worked into with their weapons, and it just worked with all 10 of them.
I mean, don't get me wrong. So 11.
Right, 11.
I mean, they're not bad, don't get me wrong. It's just like they're not going to end up being on my list anytime soon.
Yeah, but let me ask you this. Out of the 3 dinosaur Sentais, which suit is better?
Ava Ranger.
Really?
Yeah.
I would not say Ava Ranger.
Ava Ranger was on my personal list, but I do think this one is better.
Alright, well, that's number 3, Kyoryuger, and we'll never change Marcus's mind because he's not the type of person who does.
But something that was on your list that wasn't on mine, was it on yours?
Yep. Number 2.
Shinkenger.
Samurai Sentai. Shinkenger.
Okay.
We gotta make that opening once
I do.
But I love these suits.
Oh, they're so good.
And I was just talking to Jacob about this earlier. I love samurai. I love katanas and and the way they incorporated the samurai normal outfits into spandex. It was beautiful.
I love it.
The incorporating of their element as kanji into their visor.
Oh, that was the best thing about this show.
I know you can't really go into the weapons, but the katanas worked with the spinning
It's like
dial.
everything on these suits, and we'll extend this to Shinken Gold as well. It's just they looked amazing.
They looked so good.
They're pretty cool looking.
I
did not expect them to make the kanji elements look good as visors.
Yeah, and they really did. And
they even have the logo on the chest, which is just cool. The nice hint of gold in the first 5.
The sash, well, at least for the top part of the outfit going across.
That's the shirt.
I know. It's just
but it just works.
I like the fact that it's so asymmetrical, but it's so pleasing to the eye.
It is, and I could stare at these all day.
Oh, just so good.
And it's just another case of I could see these as a Power Ranger suit. And again, if only the Power Ranger season.
we'll talk about this in a different video, but yeah, it's going to be a thing, especially after we get to Z Ranger. We're going to start
comparing.
So,
but our number one Sentai outfit,
Gokaiger. I don't care how obvious it is. I don't care if you want to think of us as basic bitches. I can stare at these all day. I freaking love these suits.
They're good suits.
I love pirates. They are amazing.
And to be fair, it's not something you can really think about it like Samurai incorporating them into spandex.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you think of pirate outfits, they're always bulky and big and giant jackets and big ass hats.
I love the way they made the vests work. I love the way black and the Jolly Roger symbol that's on the chest and also on the helmet. I love it.
I like the fact that they had that shirt opening.
And the shirt opening, and the fact that they still kind of have that kind of futuristic alien look with the cuffs on the wrists and the thigh. They still have that kind of we're not from Earth look. And then they did it even better with Gokai Silver when he gets the backwards bandana thing.
Yep.
And I love how the anchor is on his visor.
Yeah, and it just works so well.
Yeah.
I'm
very good. Very good.
I'm okay with it being number one. I just didn't think it would be.
Yeah. But it works, and we greatly enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's our top 10 Sentai outfits based purely on looks. Did yours make our list? If it didn't, let us know in the comments, and always let us know what top 10s you want to see. And once again, thank you so much for joining Tokucast. We can't wait to see if y'all like this one as much as the last one.
Yep.
Anything else y'all want to add?
I can't wait till we do the theme song.
Time Ranger is going to be on that.
It's going to be on that list.
It's going to be on there.
Oh my god.
But yeah, thank you once again for joining us for the Tokucast this week. We'll be back soon.
And before we sign off, the opening one's not going to be the next one.
Oh.
But we will do it eventually.
Probably the one after that.
Okay.
We'll see.
Bye.